Hey everyone, it's Ally and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over two new houses that I recently tried out. They are, I guess, considered clone houses, and I had heard about them in the past, had never tried anything from them, and I got really curious maybe like a week or so ago, and I was going down the rabbit hole of fragrance and just decided to blind buy two of them. And yeah, that's what we're going to be going over today. This was sort of like an impulse buy. I just sort of saw them and I was like, well, why not? Let's talk about them. So I ordered two fragrances, both from different companies. One of them that we're going to be talking about is from Armaf. And we're going to be going over Club de Nuit Intense, which is supposed to be a dupe of Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. And the next one that we're going to be talking about is Haramain, I think is how you pronounce it, and it is called L'Aventure Femme. And this is their take on Aventus Creed for Her, which I was super intrigued on trying. I have owned Aventus Creed for Her in the past. I thought it was, when I first tried it, I remember really not liking it. I was kind of like, it smells a lot like a men's cologne. It was very close to the men's version, but as I wore it more and more, like my thoughts changed, and that was like way in the beginning of my fragrance journey, back when it had like launched. And yeah, now it's one of those fragrances like I sort of crave that DNA, and even though it has a masculine edge about it, it's the one that I find really special for some reason, and I really like it. And we're going to be going over how do you say this? Haramain's version of it. Forgive me if I butcher anything. And like I said before in my other videos, I don't know what order I'm going to post these videos in. Sorry about my hand. Got into an accident with a saw blade and butchered my hand. I've got stitches all through here. I can't really bend it or extend too much. So my hand is like perpetually a claw. And yeah. I got one more week before I can take the stitches out. I have to go back to the ER and like get that all taken care of. But if my hand looks a little gnarly, that is why. It looks really gross. And it makes me feel real cool. Like at work, I'm just like, like walking around everywhere trying to be all badass. Like, check out my claw, people. But yeah, it's really nasty. Anyway, we're gonna get into the first one, and that is from Armaf, Club de Nuit Intense. Like I said before, this is their take on Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. And I will say, I really enjoyed the weight of this bottle. This is a heavy ass bottle. It is glass, it is heavy duty, the cap is heavy as hell. I think it's a little gaudy, not gonna lie. I do think it's a little sort of, it's not my favorite. This I'm not the hugest fan of, but like it's a really well-made bottle, honestly. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I find it kind of weird, like a dog collar or something for the fragrance. And then it's like a dice almost, like the cap, and it has these sort of like little crystal things on here. There's a little crystal here as well. It says Club de Nuit Intense, and then it says Club de Nuit on the side as well. But I do enjoy the quality of the bottle, not gonna lie. Like, this is really, really nice. And I love the touch of the Armaf, like, name on the cap. I don't know if you can see it, like, on the atomizer. But it says, like, Armaf. Actually, that's probably one of my favorite little details. And the cap has weight to it as well. Like, I honestly enjoy how luxurious feeling it feels in the hand. But, now to the fragrance. So this is a rose fragrance. It's a dark rose fragrance, hence the Noir de Noir sort of effect. It's supposed to be a noir style fragrance. You get rose, saffron, geranium, nutmeg. You've got pepper, violet, caraway, patchouli, and you have vanilla, oud, and amber. And this is really, really beautiful. This is a more mature fragrance, and if you have tried Noir de Noir, then I think this will be a really good alternative to have. I think I got this for like 30 bucks, and it's like a huge bottle. It's like a 3-ounce bottle or something. I don't remember, and it doesn't say on the bottom. Weird. But I got a huge bottle for about 30 something bucks, And I have sampled Noir de Noir in the past. I think it's beautiful. It's on my buy list. I'll buy it eventually. But you guys, this is such a good dupe. I was honestly kind of shook. Like, I was surprised. You really get that rose in the opening. It's a dark rose. It almost smells like really red roses that are wilting away. It almost has, and a lot of people say that this has a chocolatey wine sort of effect. And I really do get it. I feel like the patchouli adds a sort of earthiness that meshes really well with the rose that gives it this sort of like decaying rose sort of vibe. And I know that sounds weird, but like, it's beautiful. It's like, it's really, really nice. For some reason, the sweetness, because of that vanilla and that amber mixing in with the oud, it's really adding this sort of chocolatey effect on my skin with a slight earthiness because of the spices in here mixing in with that patchouli and that rose. I really do enjoy that there's almost like a hint of booziness to this because it really does have a sort of red wine sort of effect, almost like a dry red wine that has just a touch of sweetness. This is really, really interesting. I really do enjoy this fragrance. It's not going to be for everyone. If you're not a fan of patchouli, you should probably stay away from this. It's not overtly patchouli, but I do get patchouli a lot of the time. And it's funny because every time I smell this, I smell something different. When I smell the cap, sometimes I smell like a chocolatey wine sort of effect. Other times I'll get that rose really prominent. And then other times I'd sort of smell like this earthy patchouli. It's really weird how this fragrance works that way. Yeah, it's one of the few fragrances that smells different depending on like how I'm feeling or like depending on when I like sprayed it last. Sometimes when you spray it first, it smells very earthy, at least around the cap area. And then when you come back to it a few hours later, it just smells like sweet rose and chocolate. Oh, it's just so beautiful. This is a perfect nighttime scent. This is a perfect going out scent. It does lean a little bit more mature, but there's something really mysterious and really sexy and very provocative about this fragrance. I really do like this one, and I think it's such a good alternative if you don't want to if you don't want to pay that high price dollar for Noir de Noir, definitely check out Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. Easily unisex. I can see men and women wearing this one. It is marketed towards women, but this is so unisex. My guys out there, don't be afraid of trying this one, especially since I feel like you would impress a lot of ladies smelling like this. This is just sexy. It gives me almost sort of like a black orchid vibes, but not as intense and not as heavy, and a little bit more wearable. For a lot of people, black orchid is really not an everyday wearable fragrance. I think it's great. I think it's sexy. But I think this is a really good, it's sort of in that same vein, sort of dark, a little brooding, a little bit gothic-y, very sexy and mysterious. Definitely a vibe. Check this one out. I was really impressed, and I might be coming back to this company and trying a little bit more. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to try more from Armaf, because this one has piqued my interest for sure. So the next one that we're going to be talking about is from Haramain, I don't know. Haramain. Forgive me if I am butchering it, but it came in a box like this. I like saved the box because I wanted to show you guys. Like, I don't know why, like I feel it's kind of like a little much, but I kind of like it. Like, not gonna lie, like I was like, oh dang girl, that's a big perfume. I thought this was the perfume when I first got it. No girl, this is the box that it came in. I was like, dang, y'all be putting it in a thick in here. Like, it opens up, the fragrance sits in there. The fragrance in itself is really interesting looking as well. Oh my gosh, I have to pull it out. Yeah, this is like plasticky, but it still looks cool. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like a sucker for like stuff that looks neat. This reminds me of the Hellraiser cube. I don't know why. So I'm just like, yes girl, get your Halloween on. I like it. I don't know, it's really weird. But this is the bottle that is inside the box. You can see the liquid in here. It says L'Aventure Femme by Haramain on here as well. This this cap is like rubber. Like, it's really rubberized, which I thought was really interesting, but kind of like nice because it gives me a nice little grip, especially right now that I'm basically, my hand is useless. And all I can do is like claw onto things. It helps me like pull it off. And yeah, you guys, this is like, I kid you not, probably one of the best and the strongest dupes of Creed Aventus for her that I have tried. Like, this is potent. This lasts me 12 plus hours. I wore this to work and smelt it all day. It even heated back up on my skin while I was at the gym. Like, you guys, this is so good. I was shook. I was shooketh on how good this fragrance is. Honestly, I could see a man rocking this as well. When I wore it to work, one of the girls said that my cologne smelled really nice. And I was like, cologne? I thought she was trying to read me. And she's like, it smells like cologne, but it's really like nice. And I was like, well, and then I explained to her that it was a clone of Aventus, which is a popular men's fragrance, and yada, yada, yada. So it has a lot of characteristics of the men's version, except there's a little bit more of a floral fruitiness added to this one. But you guys, this is like bomb. This is stellar. I really like this version. I think it's really, really good. You know, I love Dua fragrances. I think this one is better than Dua's version of it, which I love Dua's version of it. You know, I love Dossier fragrances, and I think this one is better than Dossier's version of it, which speaks volumes. Like, this one is really damn good. So far, this is my favorite iteration of Aventus for her. You get that juicy pineapple opening in the opening. This one has blackcurrant, wild berries, bergamot, cedar. You've got freesia, rose, musk, amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. And you guys, this has that beautiful aromatic effect, almost like herb, like in the opening, mixing in with that pineapple, adding a sort of fruity aromatic effect. It's really, really beautiful. To some that smell it, they're going to think of cologne when they smell this aromatic quality that the fragrance has, which is why she thought it was a men's fragrance I was wearing. It has that aromatic quality that the men's fragrance is known for. Honestly, I could have sworn I feel like there's a birch note in this that maybe might not be listed. I don't think it's the cedar by itself, but I get a really birch-like feel that a lot of the Aventus fragrances have. They do have birch in them as well. And I get sort of a birchy effect on my skin, which I really do enjoy. I really do like the note of birch. I think it's quite a sexy wood. And you kind of get that effect in here. The wild berries add a sort of fruity touch to it, and it mixes so beautifully with that freesia and rose. This is just a gorgeous fragrance, you guys. If you want something that is signature scent worthy, lasts all day, smells expensive, then get your hands on this. This is probably the closest take to Aventus for her that I have smelled. I was really excited to get this one in my hands after I tried it out. I was like, damn, that is juicy, that is fresh, that is sexy. That is Aventus for her. Aventus for her is a very special DNA. There's something really just special feeling about the fragrance, and this captures that. I feel very expensive when I wear this. I feel very grown. I feel really sexy. I feel fresh. I feel clean. And like I said, easily unisex. My guys out there, don't be afraid to try this one either. My girls out there, if you are a fan of Aventus, or if you're a fan of Aventus for her, get this one in your arsenal. It might be a little much for the packaging, not gonna lie. It's a little much. Same with the box, but you know, you like what you like, and I'm not gonna apologize for it, you guys. Sorry. If you guys want me to apologize, it's not happening. Not today. Y'all have to give me a pass because of my hand until this heals. Just kidding. No, you don't. Read me for filth. But, like I said, definitely check this one out, you guys. So, so good. Until next time, you guys, I will catch you in my next video. And if you want to find these fragrances, I'll link where to get them down below. I got both of them on FragranceX for a really good deal. Definitely check out FragranceX. I love the website. Till next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.